Alright everyone, as much as I am a huge proponent of dilly-dallying, we cannot do that today. I have a huge physical media haul to go through with you all, and I also have an Arrow video unboxing. But what's in the mystery package? I'll tell you in a minute, okay? But we've got this little pile from Goodwill, that's all Blu-rays, and then as you saw in the thumbnail, there also is a pretty big pile right here of DVDs. So we've got this whole stack to go through, plus this box from Arrow Video. Before I get into it though, if you're new here, my name is Kylie. I typically go by Haunted Hippie on YouTube. That's my main channel. That's where I talk about horror movies. But on this channel, if you couldn't tell, I'm a little bit of a nutter butter for physical media. I'm a little bit of a, got my first DVD of Corpse Bride at age 5 and never looked back type of girl. And now I'm a little bit of a, I think that I have probably about 1,500 titles in my collection kind of girl. And I've documented almost the entire journey either on this channel or way back in the day on Haunted Hippie. So if you'd like to follow me for all things related to physical media, then click subscribe, like button, notification bell. That way my videos are always in your feed. But without further ado, I want to crack open this Arrow video box. Should I tell you what it is or should I just let it be a surprise? Actually, if you follow me on Haunted Hippie, I did a deep dive of this movie back in October and I ordered this to help me in my research. So yes, am I shooting this video in the end of September? Yeah. Is this video a little bit outdated? Yes, but honestly, you should look at it as like, wow, she is so on top of her content. Now that you've had that hint, a lot of you know what this is, but a lot of you don't. So I'm gonna keep it that way and let's crack into it. All right. What's in the box? Not the best packing job that I've ever seen because I only ordered one thing, and that would be the new 4K of Trick or Treat. Isn't she just the most gorgeous thing you've ever seen? And there are so many new special features on it. I am so excited about this new release. The biggest reason why I got this for my deep dive is because I did have this Scream Factory edition, but it's going to be in an upcoming anti-haul. It has all these interviews and like featurettes. It's got the making of documentary. It's got audio commentary. This has so much more. I'm not sure the year of the release of this Scream Factory edition, but since this, they've recently done a new audio commentary with James A. Janice and Chelsea. Is she Chelsea Janice now? Did she keep her name? I actually don't know. From Dead Meat. So they did an audio commentary with Michael Dougherty. Oh no, on here she's still named Chelsea Rebecca. Okay, my bad. You have Becoming Sam, which is a brand new interview with Quinn Lord. The Devil is in the Details, a brand new interview with production designer Mark Freeborn. If Looks Could Kill, a brand new interview with director of photography Glenn McPherson. There are like 7 or 8 brand new interviews exclusively on this 4K. Did I spend $43 on this? Yes, I did. But my deep dive obviously wouldn't have been complete without this. There's so much brand new information on it. So I'm really excited to unwrap her and get into this and do my research, even though at this point that video came out probably months ago. Okay, so exciting. I kind of did the best thing first, but oh well. Next up, why don't we go through my entire garage sale haul, because it's all DVDs and everything that I got from Goodwill was indeed Blu-rays. So I got 12 DVDs here and I got that many because it was 3 for $1. So this entire stack cost me a whopping $4. And I'm pretty sure that Scott paid for them because I don't usually carry cash. Let me quickly pull out the movies that I have seen because majority of these I have not. First up, we've got this copy of Baby Boom, and I don't recall loving this movie, but it was one of my grandma and grandpa's favorite comedies. They love Diane Keaton, and any favorite movie of my late grandfather is going to be in my collection. So I took the opportunity to swoop this one up. No special features on this one. Then we've got this cool sleeved edition of Mission Impossible 3. It's very pretty. I would prefer probably to get this whole franchise on Blu-ray or on 4K really, but this is a fine placeholder for now. And like I said, I got this for whatever, like 34 cents. So many special features. There's actually multiple discs in here. I don't remember my ranking of the franchise. I don't remember if this one is actually good, but that's fine. It's more about just, being a completionist. Next up, this one is huge, and it's unbelievable to me that I did not own this previously, and that is this special edition of Aladdin. Once again, we got multiple discs here, and so many special features. It looks like there's maybe some games, or maybe they're just like sing-along. It's a sing-along situation here. It is the Platinum Edition. This was one of my all-time favorite movies as a kid. This and Lion King and Jungle Book. I wasn't as big on the princess movies with Disney, I guess, but I only ever owned this movie on VHS. I think my clamshell of the VHS is still back at home with my parents. One day I will show off all my clamshells. But today is not that day, and now I have something that I can actually watch the movie on. Because our cassette player, we still don't have that up and functioning yet. So until then, the rest of the 9 movies in this stack I have never seen, I'm pretty sure. So first up we have Stranger Than Fiction, which I don't know too much about this movie. All I know is that I guess it was one of Will Ferrell's kind of only serious roles. The premise of it also just sounded super interesting. It's one of those early 2000s movies that I just was too young to see at the time, but I've been aware of. That's actually so many of the movies in this pile. It's like movies that were kind of big in the early 2000s or big by default because physical media was huge in the early 2000s that I just was too young to see, but I've always been aware of. They've got some deleted scenes on this one, multiple behind the scenes featurettes, and funny on-set moments, whatever that means. Next up is Midnight Run, and my only awareness of this movie really is that there is an episode of Rick and Morty that's named after it. And yeah, that's a little bit embarrassing for me. We've got the making of Midnight Run, special features not rated, and then that's the only special feature here. With this one, I figured what the hell, you know, it's a Robert De Niro movie that I need to catch up on, so. Next up, we've got another sleeved title, and that would be the unrated and unprotected version of Knocked Up. I don't know if this is good. I don't know if I'm gonna like it, but all these movies were just such a steal. I was like, why the hell not? I typically do like Seth Rogen, so I thought I may as well check it out. And then also there are a couple other actors in the movie that I do like. And this is a nice sleeved edition, isn't it? The original blockbuster price was $22. That's insane. I don't know if you saw, but there are a ton of special features on here, and some of the best of the special features of the early 2000s, like gag reels and stuff. This movie might be a little raunchy for my taste. I'm not sure. We'll see. Oh, I'm so excited to finally own this one. We have Brokeback Mountain, and unfortunately, I missed its re-release in theaters, so I still have not seen it yet. Winner of 3 Academy Awards, including Best Director. I think that it just had its 20th anniversary, which is why they brought it back in theaters. This one has a couple of special features on here. I think that there are just a couple of featurettes. Wee woo, editing Kylie here. Just jumping in to let you know that I actually finally recently watched Brokeback Mountain, and I loved it so much I decided to cover it in my I Finally Watched series over on the Patreon. You could probably guess what that is. I finally watch classic movies that it's kind of embarrassing that I haven't seen yet, and then I cover them in a mini deep dive, so you can check out the Patreon to watch that. Next up, we've got a Jim Carrey movie, Yes Man. He was putting in work in the early 2000s. I don't really know a thing about this movie. I've just glimpsed for the very first time on the back. He appears to be in some sort of Harry Potter cosplay, so this is exciting. Yeah. Oh my god, and Bradley Cooper is in it. Okay. Zooey Deschanel, she was everywhere in the early 2000s, wasn't she? More than I ever realized. I finally watched Failure to Launch. Had no idea that she was in that one either. Don't know how I'll feel about that one. This next one, unbelievable that I've never seen it. Kevin Bacon in a little movie called Footloose is a movie that I have never seen. So disappointing, but what is not disappointing is that I found it completely unopened at this garage sale. Oh, excuse me. Oh my god, that was so rude. This has commentary by Kevin Bacon, so he did commentary on his own. And then there's also commentary by one of the producers and one of the writers, and a bunch of featurettes. Guys, this is so exciting. Not only am I finally going to witness this movie, but I own it too. The special collector's edition. Funny and sadly that like kind of means nothing now, you know what I mean? Because then Blu-rays came out and it's like, this is gonna be the collector's edition? I don't think so. Next up, we've got, oh, another sleeved DVD here. Transformers. Like I said, at that price, I seriously just was going, what the hell? There were 2 full boxes of physical media, and I'd picked out 9 movies, and this was one of the ones that I hadn't originally picked out. Or no, I had picked out 10 movies, so I was like, oh shoot, like I need to pick out 2 more. And this was one of them, because I have always thought, you know, eventually when I do check this movie out, it's probably gonna be when I eventually, many years from now, shell out for like a 4K pack or something. I don't know if they're ever gonna put that together though, because this is the franchise that just will never die. As long as that ride is at Universal Studios, they're gonna keep busting them out. Anyway, this is a 2-disc special edition, and there is a little hole. It is a little bit broken, but with the sleeve, you don't really notice. So I was like, whatever. Might finally watch that one someday soon. Next up, I decided to get Sex and the City, the movie, even though I've never seen the show, which I do plan to watch before watching the movie, don't worry. I just thought, hey, at these prices, I might as well get on top of things. Unfortunately, there aren't really any special features on this besides an audio commentary with the director. Why is my camera focusing on my hand and not this. Whatever, it's fine. It's not that exciting. After watching Failure to Launch, I am excited to see Sarah Jessica Parker in something that is good, just for a little change. So yeah, pick this one up. And lastly, at this garage sale, I found an unrated copy of Role Models that was totally glared out. Don't think you saw that. Once again, this might be way too raunchy for me. I'm not sure. There are a lot of overlapping characters between this and Knocked Up and Superbad. Paul Rudd did way more like super raunchy stuff than I ever realized. Oh, this does have the theatrical cut in here though. Oh, thank God. Sometimes when things are really raunchy, I find the unrated jokes to be a lot less funny. So that's good news for me. Oh, and this also has deleted scenes and bloopers, which we love. Oh shit. That is gonna do it for this little garage sale physical media haul. It's actually amazing how many deals I've stumbled upon at garage sales. I feel like they've been featured pretty heavily in all my latest physical media hauls, but summer is the season, and so that was when I was doing a lot of my hunting. And we weren't even planning on going to a garage sale that day. If you saw one of my last vlogs, or at this point, I don't really know when it came out, but I vlogged us going to Universal Studios and we did this Scooby-Doo themed escape room. But earlier that day, we had taken an archery class in like the next town over from us. And on our way to breakfast after that, we saw some garage sale signs. So we were like, yeah, what the hell? So serendipitous. Because literally I found all of these for $4, mind you. It really helps make up for the fact that I spent $43 on the Trick or Treat 4K and about $20 on the Blu-rays that I'm about to show you. God, this is like one of my most expensive hauls ever. I'm usually getting everything secondhand or people are mailing things to me. I bought everything in this haul myself. Well, unless Scott paid for the garage. Anyway, first up, I could not remember if this had been sent to me, but there was such a good haul at Goodwill of Blu-rays. There were literally like 5 more movies that I wanted to get, but I was like, I cannot justify spending that much money right now. So I didn't. But even in getting these 5, I felt a little bit like I was overspending. So, and I'm also gonna have to get these godforsaken stickers off. Anyway, kicking it off with The Martian, which I've never seen. Oh, I probably should have started with the movies that I have seen that I got at Goodwill, but oh well, we'll start with this. This also has some special features, and I was so shocked to learn that there was a gag reel on the Blu-ray of The Martian. I don't know. Is this movie funny? I've never seen it. I don't know that much about it. Again, was too young to see it, I think, when it came out, or just didn't have the interest at the time. Have heard really, really good things, and also about the book. I thought that it was a more serious film, but there's a gag reel. Am I wrong? I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below. A lot of featurettes on this one though, so really good little Blu-ray. Next up, the movies that I have seen. First up, I found another Mission Impossible movie. I found Rogue Nation, and it's been so long since I watched the entirety of the franchise. I did it with my dad a while back, like several years back. Hell, it even could have been a decade ago, because this one came out in 2015, though I don't think that I saw it in theaters. Maybe. God, I remember the trailers for it, because it was the one where you did the crazy plane stunt. Tom Cruise was hanging off the side of a plane, but I don't really remember the movie too well itself. But in this haul alone, I've already gotten 2 more movies of the franchise, so we're doing it. And then the other movie I have seen is this sleeved copy of Sherlock Holmes: A Game of Shadows. I enjoy these movies. I loved them when I was a kid, but this sequel, I don't think I've seen it since I was a teenager. I remember not liking it as much as the first movie, but this one might be better than the first movie, just from like what I remember of the quality of the first one, but I'm not sure. This one doesn't really have special features. There are kind of like fake ones. There's one called Picture in Picture. Then there's storyboards, focus points, and stills galleries. That's just so whatever. I guess I wouldn't really expect much from the Sherlock Holmes sequel though in terms of physical media. Apparently you can watch with Robert Downey Jr. via maximum movie mode. I would imagine that whatever that is might be expired though. Like, I don't know if you could do that online or what. This was a good Blu-ray. There's like the lettering is raised and it just feels nice. So I thought I might as well. And then 2 other movies that I haven't seen. Speaking of early 2000s comedies and Will Ferrell, I got Talladega Nights. I have never seen this movie. I am not that crazy about early 2000s Will Ferrell comedies, but I want to try them out because you never know. I remember as a kid, I really liked Kicking and Screaming, but I haven't seen it since I was a kid. And this is a lot of people's favorites in terms of his filmography. So we're gonna give her a whirl. And then finally, the last movie that I picked up at Goodwill would be Yorgos Lanthimos's The Favorite. This was big, I think, at the 2019 Academy Awards, if I remember correctly. Maybe it was 2018. And I just never saw it. I think that I might have the screener DVD that was given to me by a friend in the Academy, but I still never watched it. And those Academy screeners, the packaging is very flimsy, so I might as well have like a good sturdy Blu-ray of it. I can't even remember the other titles that were in Goodwill, but there was so much more that I wanted to pick up that day. No matter, some of these even might have been sent to me, but I have a lot of my physical media back at my parents' house. This is not all of it. That's why if you tilted your head like, what? How do you have 1,500 titles? Trust me, this is not all of it. So these might end up in an anti-haul someday. You never know. This is it. This is the whole haul of the day. I hope that you've enjoyed. What do you think that I should watch first? Although by the time this video comes out, I've probably watched a handful of them already, and I have done an entire deep dive and really got into the Arrow Video 4K of Trick or Treat. So be sure to go over to Haunted Hippie and check out that video if you haven't already. Like I've said many times, this is a physical media channel, but don't be surprised if you also see all my vlogs and my adoption series. This is more my hobby channel because it is not my main channel. So if you want more consistency in the content, then I would obviously highly recommend going and subscribing to Haunted Hippie. But there's even more content out there from me to enjoy on the Patreon. Actually, depending on which tier you join, you get a bonus video every single week. There's a podcast with my dad, there's bonus reviews, there's all kinds of good stuff. But more than anything, I just hope that you enjoyed this video and that I catch you in the next one. Bye.